What up, guys? Welcome to episode number 4 of the Kenyon Seller Show, brought to you weekly on Tuesdays at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Again, episode number 4, streaming live stream both YouTube, Facebook, and again today I'm on Instagram Live again as well. So today's topic is balling on a budget, helping you master your money so that way you can enjoy your money at the same time being fiscally responsible enough to help you build wealth. It's a delicate balance between understanding that you need to manage your money, understanding what it is that you actually enjoy spending your money on, and then from there, figuring out, okay, how much of my hard-earned money do I really want to give to guilt-free spending? How much wealth do I want to accumulate? And just finding a delicate balance between the two. So today I'm gonna help you work through how to ball on a budget, how to get your finances in order to a point where you can just spend on the things that you love to buy and accumulate anyway. The experience, whether it's traveling, whether it's luxury items, whatever it is. Today I'm going to help you get that down packed so you get to a point where you're enjoying life while at the same time being responsible and taking care of the things that you need to take care of when it comes to your finances. So again, episode number 4, Balling on a Budget, Kenyon Seller Show, brought to you weekly on Tuesdays at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm going to start this episode today with, I guess you can call it a statement or a quote or whatever you want to say, a saying. So managing your money helps you decide what is worth spending your money on. Saving and managing money is the most important things you can do when building wealth. In order to do that, you need to know your finances and lay out a plan according to the lifestyle that you want to live now, in the near future, and in retirement. Again, finding that balance between where I am right now, where I want to be in the near future, and where I want to end up later on in life. You have to factor those 3 things in at all times. If you do that and you master that, if you master your money to that point, you're able to ball on whatever you want to ball out on, depending on those 3 things. Like if now I want to live in luxury, if in the near future from now, I want to be, have $200,000 in net worth, and if in retirement, I only want to retire on $1.5 million. My lifestyle is going to look completely different from the person who wants to build generational wealth, who wants to have $10 million by the time they're 50, 55, 60 years old, who doesn't really care for luxury. They like luxury, but they don't really care for it. They would like it in the near future, but they don't need it right now. That person's life is going to look vaguely different from the person who wants to live and enjoy life now and don't really care too much about having a big lump sum later. And that's perfectly fine. That's what people need to understand when it comes to finances. Everybody's situation and everybody's goals and everything is different. But what I'm talking about today is understanding the lifestyle that you want to live both now, in the near future, and in retirement. Understanding those things will help you ball out on a budget. So the first thing that you want to do is lay out your finances. If you haven't done that already, you haven't done it recently, within the past, whatever, understand that you need to lay out your money. How much do you make? How much are you spending? How much are you saving? How much are you investing? Where is it going? Where's your money going every month? How much are you saving every month? In what accounts? How much are you investing in retirement? In what accounts? How much are you spending on food? What types of food? Is it groceries? Is it eating out? Is it, travel? Is it shoes? What is it? What are you spending your money on? You don't just earn a paycheck for it to just go out the back, to leave, go inside a bank account. You swipe, it goes, and then you get that just keep happening. Don't let that cycle keep happening. Understand where your money's going. All right. So the first thing you want to do when it comes to balling on a budget is lay out your money. Lay it all out. Get a piece of paper, get a couple pieces of paper, do whatever you got to do. Get an app. I don't know, get a spreadsheet, get something. Get your phone, pull up your notes app, whatever. Lay out all of your money. How much money are you making? How much money are you spending? How much are you saving? Are you saving? Are you investing? Is it all going out of your wallet and out of your pocket? Understand these things. Lay out all of your money, all of it. All right. So you want to lay out all your money. And then after laying out your money, you need to understand how it's flowing. Again, each and every time you get paid, your money's going somewhere. Where is it going? Right. And even when you get stimulus checks, tax refunds, where's that money going? Are you just spending it because it's extra money? By laying out your money and understand how your money is flowing every month, when you get those windfalls, not if, not maybe, we get them all the time. Tax returns, a lot of people get those every year. Stimulus checks, some people got 3 of them, right? Understand that when you understand where your money's going every month, let's say, for example, I'm saving 10%. I lay out all my money and I find out I'm saving 11% of my money into my emergency fund. When I get a stimulus check of $1,000, 11% of that should go to my savings. It shouldn't just get spent because it's extra money. It should get divided up and allocated the same way all my other money did. And that's the problem we run into. We get so happy-go-lucky when we get extra money. But in reality, if we had our finances in order, that extra money will get divided up the same way any other dollar that comes into my pocket or into my hands gets divided up. And that's a big problem why people have a hard time balling and buying the things that they want, because they get these lump sums of money that allow them to live a lifestyle for a short period of time. And then when they go back to regular reality, it's killing them because they want to get back to that. They want to get back to that moment where they had 2,000 sitting there and they could just blow that on whatever. But you can get to that moment if you understand how you need to lay out your money and have it lined up and understand how you're spending, how you're saving, how you making, and how you earning your money. Get those percentages down pat. Again, I just did mine again earlier today. I'm saving over 75% of my money. And I've done that over the course of 2 years by decreasing expenses, increasing income, learning my spending habits, learning my spending behaviors. It's not an overnight process either. It's going to take some time for you to lay this stuff out, but you need to do it again, because when I get extra money, it doesn't all go to one place. I figure out what areas are lacking. If none of them are lacking, I give them all the equal amount or something like that. And then I spend whatever's left over after that. I don't spend it because it's extra money. Like we got to let that go. All right. So look, set up a system so that you know how much percentage wise is going to the different areas of your life: saving, investing, housing, transportation, insurance, food, gas, utilities, subscriptions, whatever. Learn how much money you're spending on these categories. I'm telling you, if you don't know where your money is going, it's just going to keep doing that. No matter how much money you make, you can end up getting your dream job, making $250,000 a year. And if you don't control where your money is going, you're going to still be in the same position that you were when you were making $30,000 a year. It doesn't matter how much money you're making. It matters how well you manage that money. If you're not managing 30,000, you're not going to manage 250,000. It's going to be more money, and all you're going to do is spend more of it on more stuff. You're just going to have more of what you did, more of what you already had. You had a house, you're just going to have more house. You already had a car, you're just going to have more car, or more cars, or more vehicles. Like you're not going to automatically start saving and having more money just because you're making more money. I'm telling you, it's called lifestyle inflation. Look it up. Most people fall victim to lifestyle inflation because they don't control how much money is coming in. They don't know how much money coming in. They don't know how much money leaving. So again, the very first step in order to learn how to ball on a budget is understand what your budget looks like. Most people don't like budgets or the word budget because they say it don't work. I personally believe that budgets don't work. But initially starting off, you need to lay out your finance. I don't want to call it a budget. Lay out your money. It's called a spending plan. Look that up too. Lifestyle inflation, spending plan. Spending plan is a better term because you're spending money. versus budgeting it. So create a spending plan of where your money, because you have to spend it. Create a spending plan of where you're spending your money every month, and that will put you in a better position to, again, manage and control the spending, not limit it or get rid of it. It's like a diet. Diets don't work because all you're doing is a short-term solution to go back to the lifestyle that you was just living before the diet. Same thing with a budget. I can write I'm gonna save $100 a month on a budget, but all I'm gonna do is go right back to saving $2 a month, just like I was before, because a budget is essentially just something to hold you over for a short period of time. But if you set up a lifestyle spending plan, then that will better suit your situation and help you save and spend in the correct categories according to the lifestyle that you want to live now, in the near future, and again in retirement and thereon. Again, balling on a budget is all about controlling your cash flow. Controlling your money up front will help you spend and enjoy your money in whatever way you want to. If you want to travel every 3 months, it will allow you to do that if you set your money up the right way. If you want to buy a designer every month and a half, 2 months, it would allow you to do that if you set your money up the right way. Now, in some situations, if you don't make enough money, then you need to be real with yourself and understand that your balling needs to be on your level. That's a whole nother conversation, but your balling needs to be on your level. You can't be balling like somebody making 150 and you making 30. Let's be real. Be realistic with your situation. If you want to ball like somebody who's making 150, figure out a way to get up there to make 125, 150, so that way you can ball that way. Spend your 30,000 wisely to help you become a better person and get a better job. That way you can make the 150 and ball out like you really want to. So it's a little bit about being real with yourself and understanding your situation, and also, again, controlling the money that's coming in, because if you don't control what's coming in, it don't matter how you want to live. It don't matter how much you make. All right. So again, lay out everything, set up a system so that you understand what you're spending your money on and where it's going each and every month. All right. So again, housing, transportation, saving, investing, insurance, food, etc. You want to know all of those. All right. Everybody's categories is different. That's why I didn't give like a rundown. I just gave some basic ones that pretty much everybody has, and then you fill in yours as you go. So a simple system that you can set up in order to start building your wealth system in order to ball on a budget is having 2 checking accounts. I have this. I've had it for a while now. You want to have 2 checking accounts. One is for all of your deposits and all of your bills and all of your transfers. Your money goes in and out. I call it a financial hub. You want to have a financial hub. You want to have a main place where all of your money goes in and comes out. That's your financial hub, and that needs to be a checking account. It cannot be a savings account. It needs to be a checking account because it needs to have a debit card with it. All right. The second account you want to have with this 2-account system is an additional checking account. The difference is the second checking account is going to be for your guilt-free spending. This account will allow you to ball on whatever you want. Now, again, let's go back to what I just said previously. You need to understand your situation. You need to understand how much money you make. You need to be real with yourself. Do not go putting $500 a month into this account because you know that account is for you to ball out on. If you cannot afford to consistently put $500 a month into this account for you to comfortably spend without messing up your financial situation or without messing up your lifestyle, then that's fine. But if you cannot do that, don't over contribute to the account just because you know it's for guilt-free spending. So you want to have the 2 checking account system. One, all your money goes in, comes out. It's your financial hub, your deposits, your bills, etc. The second one is for your guilt-free spending. It's a card. You want to have a debit card with it, and it allows you to go buy what you want to buy. So if you set your system up, you lay out your money, and you realize that you have a comfortable $100 or $150 every month to add to your guilt-free checking account, then do that. Try it out, and just buy the things that you truly love or you truly enjoy with that guilt-free spending card, and you'll realize that it makes you feel so much better because you just removed all the guilt and the stress and the feeling of I just shouldn't have spent that. because you separated the money specifically for that purpose, and you realize that that amount of money that you separated for that is not going to affect your financial situation. It's not going to affect the lifestyle that you're living right now, in the near future, or retirement, because you laid out your money and you understand everything. That's the key. So again, your guilt-free spending account is for buying whatever you want: shoes, travel, nicer car, eating out, whatever you want. Separate the spending account. It needs to have a checking. It needs to be a checking account. It needs to have a debit card attached with it. What this also does is it puts a limit on how much money you balling out with every month, or whenever you're spending it. So again, if you putting a comfortable 1 to 150 towards that account every month, you can't spend more than 150 unless you let it sit for 3 months, and then you got $400 to $600. But even at that point, you can't go past that, because, and that's why you want to use a checking account and not a credit card. Because if you use a credit card, especially if you got a high limit, $10,000, American Express or something like that, guess what? You swipe and you swipe and you swipe. Oh, I got 5,000 available of limit to use. Let me go ahead and swipe. It doesn't limit what you can buy. Of course, it does up to your credit limit, but you don't want to put yourself in debt for guilt-free spending, because that's still guilt attached to it. You want to spend the money and not feel a thing after you're done spending it. You want to spend it and enjoy the entire situation, the entire experience, the entire purchase. You want to enjoy it. So leave this money as cash, and only use your checking account designated for guilt-free spending in order to ball on a budget. So the first thing you need to do is lay out your money and open this account and figure out how much money can I put to this account comfortably in order to be able to buy the things that I want to buy based on my situation, based on the lifestyle that I want to live now, in the near future, and in retirement. How much can I put there, and how much can I comfortably spend every month? And that's your start to balling on a budget, right? And that's a start to being able to ball and enjoy your money, especially because us as 20 somethings, we really want to enjoy our money, because we think that when we turn 30 and 40, the game is over. We settle down, we get a kid. We think the game is over. I honestly don't think so. I mean, I'm only 25, but I don't think the game it slows down at that point. I think it actually picks up at that point. But that's neither here nor there. For the 20 somethings that feel like they want to enjoy their money now, this is a perfect situation where you can do that. Set up 2 checking accounts, one for your bills and your deposits and everything like that, the other one for your guilt-free spending. This would allow you to spend on whatever you want without feeling any type of way about it. All right, so you want to set up the basic checking account to have a debit card with it. Create the automatic deposit. Everything I'm preaching on from this moment forward, and all of my videos, all my content, is automation. Automate your finances so you don't have to think twice about it. You don't have to blink. It takes the emotion, it takes the feeling out of being financially responsible, because your money moves without you having to go click transfer, without you having to go click purchase or buy or pay bill or whatever. It all happens for you. And that way you can focus more on managing and enjoying the money versus actually moving it around and sitting down, planning it out. Like, have the money move around for you. That's a big weight lifted off your shoulder if you get your automation set up. So if it's $50 a month, automate it. $100 a month, automate it. All right. So with this account, again, you want to automate you want to have a debit card. You want to automate the deposit into the account. You never want to go over what you have in the account. Don't overdraft it, because then you just hustling backwards, because they're going to hit you with overdraft fees. After that, you want to make all of your non-essential, guilt-free purchases in this account. All of them. Anything that's unplanned. So if it's food that's like carry out, or you going out with friends, or you buying some shoes, or you're buying gifts, that's unplanned expenses. Put that on that card. That's what it's for. So again, all non-essential purchases. So anything that's unplanned. Christmas gifts, that can be planned. Oil changes, that can be planned. Right? A new car, that can be planned. Some people, oh, I needed a new car. No, you didn't. You could have planned for that. All right. So look, all non-essential, unplanned purchases are going on this guilt-free spending card, I'm telling you, it's going to make your life so much easier. So again, I'm double backing on, you don't want to use the credit card, because using the credit card puts you back in that bad habit of using credit and using money that's really not there. You don't want that. You want to use the cash, use it, enjoy the purchase, get it out the way, use the disposable money, because that's what it's set aside for, and enjoy it and leave it at that. All right. Number two, you want to move on. You want to start understanding what truly makes you happy, what makes you the most fulfilled, and what you really enjoy buying or experiencing. For me, for example, I like traveling. I would sacrifice a lot of my purchases and things like that if I had to, when it comes to traveling more. So in the example that I jotted down was, let's take the example of, if you love traveling, but you also like buying Starbucks three days out the week, and it costs you $4 every time you go. That's $12 a week, $48 a month, and $576 a year. We don't look at it that way, because we think, oh, it's just $4. Oh, it's just $4, $4, $4, four, and over and over and over again, until it adds up to about $600 a year. And that's just 3 times a week. It's some people that go every day, but on their way to work or on their way into the office, because there's one right there on the corner. Right before they walk into the office, they get their Starbucks and they hit the, you know what I'm saying? It's people that buy it, you know, and $4, that's for the small drink. Some people buying the $5, $6 drinks, right? That's six, seven, $800 a year on a drink that you can make at home, or that you can just do without, really. So understanding, part two is all about understanding your spending habits, and understanding what are some things that you may need to give up to enjoy your guilt-free spending even more. So in this example, by giving up Starbucks just completely, would allow me to take, or allow this person to take, a whole nother flight every year, because they gave up something small that they didn't really, really, really love, and that they really didn't get fulfilled by. They was just doing it as a part of their daily act. Traveling is something that this person truly enjoys, or that I truly enjoy and love. So I would give up a Starbucks drink in order to take one more trip every year. I mean, that sounds like a no-brainer, but to each his own when it comes to what you enjoy. Some people might enjoy Starbucks more, and that's perfectly fine. So then maybe they need to give up something else in order to buy Starbucks 5, 6, 7 times a week if they wanted to. Right? It's all about understanding you and what you like, your preferences, your lifestyle. What makes you move? What raises your vibration? What raises your energy? What makes you happy? Understand that and double down on those things and get rid of the fluff. Again, something like a $3 or $4 Starbucks drink is fluff to a lot of people. Something like going to the vending machine 2 or 3 times a day at your job is fluff. Right? Something like buying lunch when you can easily spend a day or 2 out the week cooking and meal prepping is fluff. You don't need to buy lunch every day. You're just doing it because you don't understand what you really enjoy and what you really, really, really want to experience when it comes to guilt-free spending. So again, the second step is understanding what you really want to spend your money on. If you really want to travel, then double down on traveling and get rid of some of the smaller stuff so that you can travel more. If that's really what you want to do. Don't say you want to travel, but you out spending 20, 30, $40 a week eating out. It don't add up. If you want to travel more, give up some of the smaller stuff so that you can do it. Or the flip side is make more money. But most people aren't in a position to make more money. So then you need to get rid of some of the other stuff. And that's just point blank period. There's no other way around it. All right. So first step, lay out your money, set up your 2 checking accounts. One for bills, one for deposits, your direct deposit, all that. The second account is for your guilt-free spending. Set that up. And then you want to automate it. Right. And then with that automation, it's going to take some time for you to get that number right. So if you start off with $100 a month and you figure that one, it may not be enough. You figure out you got an extra $200 laying around in your other checking account every month. And you're like, okay, I can do another 150 to my guilt-free spending if that money just going to sit there. That's fine. But that comes with managing your money and analyzing your situation. and reviewing it over and over. It's going to take at least 2 to 3 months for you to get the number right if you're actively managing it and taking care of your finances. But again, if somebody's putting $300 a month into it and they only make $1,500 a month and their bills is $1,400, they probably putting a little too much money to their guilt-free spending and need to cut back. So by doing that and realizing that, they can attack it and adjust it as they go. Maybe they can scale back to $50. Start with $50. Start with $25. And if you figure you can do more, and if you figure that, it's really not affecting your situation to put an extra $100 in there, then do it. Again, it's all about enjoying your money, but it's also all about setting the rest of your life and setting the rest of your finances up as well. You can't just enjoy your money. You got to make sure your finances set up too. Like that's the biggest problem that I see with people who come to me is that you want to ball out, you want to enjoy life, but you don't care enough to set up savings, retirement, and investing accounts. You just want to ball. You want to figure out how to save more money in order to spend it. Like that's hustling backwards. Figure out how to save more money so that you can invest more money. That way you can enjoy more of your money, not save more of it in order to spend more of it. Like that's like you just working to spend at that point. And that's just not how it should be. You should be working to invest, working to build wealth. But at the same time, we all are human beings and we all gonna want to enjoy some of our money. So that's the whole point of setting aside the guilt-free spending checking account while also taking care of your other financial responsibilities. All right. Again, we all 20 somethings. I know we want to live the high life. I'm there with y'all, but at the same time, it's about priorities. It's about prioritizing and understanding where you are and where you stand within your finances in relation to your goals, not in relation to anybody's standards, not in relation to anybody's budget principles, not in relation to no Dave Ramsey principle, nothing like that. It's in relation to your goals, what you set aside for your life. You can follow those guidelines, sure. But at the end of the day, it's about what you want out of your life. If you don't care for building wealth and you just want to ball, then do that. If you don't care about building generational wealth for your kids and grandkids, it's fine. This isn't for those people. This is for those people who want to actually sit down, get their money right, so that way they can end up having more of it to enjoy more of it. And the moment you understand, if you take care of your money the right way and set it up like this, you're probably going to enjoy it more. You're probably going to ball out more. I started balling out more. I was only able to ball out every once in a while when I was doing it backwards the other way, because I would buy a pair of shoes, $600, $700 shoes, and I wouldn't be able to do that for another 8 to 10 to another 8 months to a year. But now I'm able to do that every month if I wanted to. But that's the point. It's because I understood if I took care of the basics, that I would have more money available in order to spend and do the same things that I was doing when I was trying to do it when I didn't have it. So set this up, have your 2 accounts, understand what you really love, get rid of the other smaller things that just fill up and take up and soak up your money, right? Take out those little drips. It's like a pipe that got a small hole in it. Starbucks, eating out, Chick-fil-A, this. Seal up all those holes and have that pipe run straight into what you want that water to pour into, what you want that money to pour into. Is it travel? Is it a nice car? Is it a luxury apartment? Is it buying your house? Whatever it is, make sure that pipeline is leading to what you want to spend your money on, what you really want to spend your money on. All right. And then the last thing you want to, after realizing what you want to spend your money on, you want to get those things to be more affordable. Don't just go splurging on those things because you say, all right, look, I realize I like luxury cars, so I'm going to just go out and I'm going to ball out, get a $70,000 car, get a car note, whatever. I can afford it. And, man, my guilt-free spending limit is $500 a month. The car payment is $480. So cool. That don't mean you should go do something like that just because that fits within all of this is what I'm talking about. You still want to make smart purchases and you still want to make your guilt-free spending conscious and make it more affordable. So again, if you like traveling, You can still probably travel to the same destinations that you want to go to, but that don't mean you need to spend $4,000 or $5,000. You could probably spend 1,200, 1,500 and enjoy it just the same. Understanding that will allow you to enjoy more of your money. It's all about maximizing your money. If you got 3,000 available, you can take probably 2 or 3 trips if you're smart. Now, if you just a big baller and you just splurge and ball out and do everything, you go out and get a new Louis suitcase, you go out and get whole new clothes, wardrobe, everything decked out, boom, and then you there. Then what? Now you did all that for one trip, and you could have went to 3 different places if you did it the smart way. So again, the last thing is balling smartly. Do it the smart way. You love designer, cool, but that don't mean you need to have designer from the tip of your hair all the way down to the bottom of your feet. You don't need to have designer underwear on and socks with the whole designer sweatsuit. Like you don't need that. You don't need designer everything. You can have some nice designer shoes and some regular clothes on with a nice designer belt and still look decent. Nice white tee, nice pair of jeans or something, belt, shoes. That you don't need the whole designer fit. You ain't gotta be dripped out. All right. So doing it the smart way, making it more affordable, and understanding again the things that you really want to spend your money on. Double down on those and get rid of the fluff, get rid of the other stuff. All right. So overall, it's plenty of ways to enjoy your life. It's plenty of ways that people like to splurge and spend their money and ball out. But you need to understand what that is for you, not what you see, not what you think you want to do. Understand what it is that makes you the most happy, and that raises your energy, that makes you feel fulfilled and what you truly enjoy, and figure out a plan, lay out your money, and figure out a way to get to that point. All right. So lastly, a pro tip for your, again, I spoke on it earlier. Once you lay out your money and everything like that, understand that we are going all at some point going to receive financial windfalls. That's tax returns, we stimulus checks. God forbid somebody in our family passes and we are beneficiary on their life insurance policy. That could be $100,000 check. And if you do not lay out your money and understand where your money goes, how you spend it, how you invest it, how you save it, you can win the lottery tomorrow and end up broke in the near future, because you just simply don't manage your money. You don't know nothing about your money, where it goes, how much you make, how much you save, what your investment's going to look like in 5, 10, 15, 20 in retirement. You don't know none of that. All right. So start at least with those basic things of understanding your money and where it is and where it's going. So that way, when you get those windfalls, you can save and invest 50 to 70% of it and then spend 30%. So for example, the $1,400 stimulus checks we all just got, save 700, spend 700. That's it. You ain't got to go start a LLC and all that with it. Just save half, spend half. Or if you're in a messed up financial situation, then use it to help you. But at the end of the day, most people were getting that just because. Save half of it, spend the other half, enjoy it. Is a win. Is extra money. But that just because it's extra, don't mean you need to spend the whole thing. Be smart with it. Again, it's all about being smart and making smart purchases with whatever money you have, whether it's free money, whether it's government money, whether it's birthday money, business, whatever it is. Be smart about the purchases that you do make, and enjoy your money, and enjoy your money, and enjoy your money. We all work hard for it. Enjoy it, but it's how you enjoy it. Understand your situation. Understand and be real with yourself that you cannot, or you can, but you should not ball out like you're somebody making 6 figures and you make 30,000. You should not be somebody who is making 6 figures and balling out like you make millions. Like it's just ball out to your level and be responsible. That's the message today. Ball out to your level and be responsible. Okay. Let me run everything down again. We want to ball on a budget, but we want to lay out our money and open up a second checking account. We're going to call that second checking account fun money or guilt-free spending or whatever money, or you give it a name, ball out money. You can name it the ball out account, whatever you want to name it. Lay out your money, understand how much you have available to put into that second checking account, open it, get a debit card attached to it, make an automatic transfer for the amount that you think is comfortable, that you can keep up with, and it won't affect your investments. It won't affect you contributing to your retirement accounts. It won't affect you saving money for a down payment for your house. It won't affect you paying your bills on time. None of that. Whatever that amount is, you can start small, $25, $50, and raise it from there. That's my best suggestion. Start there, make it automatic, put that into the account. Cool. Number two, understand what it is that you really want to spend your money on. Is it traveling? Is it shoes? Is it clothes? What gives you the most joy? Is it spending time with friends? Is it going out to the bar with friends? If it is, hey, that's fine. Set this money aside, understand that, and cut out some of the other things that would prevent you from enjoying that thing that you really like. So if you like going out with friends and going to the bar and being able to pick up the tab, you might need to get rid of a couple of other expenses that you have so that way you can do that once a month or whatever, however often you do it, and really enjoy it when you do it and not feel like, I want to do it this month. So I'm gonna just, no, you want to really, the whole key to all this is enjoying it the entire time without blinking an eye, without thinking twice about pulling out the card and swiping it or giving it to somebody or putting it in online or whatever it is. All right. So understand what you really love, double down on that, and get rid of some of the fluff. Not all, it doesn't all have to go, but some of it so that you can enjoy more of what you really want to enjoy. And then lastly, make what you really want to enjoy more affordable. If it's traveling, you don't need to spend 5,000 on one trip. You can split that 5,000 up to 3 or 4 different trips, maybe even 5 if you're budget savvy. If you know how to travel hack, you can do 5 trips for $5,000, even more probably. But the point is to get more out of your money. Be smart. Don't just ball out because it's sitting in your ball out account. Don't go to Bali and just get the best everything because you got 5,000 sitting in your ball out account. All right. Be smart. Okay. And then again, pro tip, you get any windfalls, life insurance, benefits, stimulus checks, tax returns, whatever. Save at least 50% of it and spend the rest. Don't spend the whole thing. Okay. We fall into that trap every year with tax returns. Don't spend the whole thing. Save some of it. Hire an accountant with some of it. Hire an advisor with some of it. Start investing with some of it. 50% of it needs to go towards a smart purchase or something to better your finances. The other half, spend it. Enjoy it. All right. So again, the message today is learn how to ball responsibly. Okay. Like they say, drink responsibly, ball responsibly. We ain't just balling out of control because we 20 something and we want to post a nice picture on social media and get likes, and then the moment is over, and then we go back to reality and realize we need to save some more money and pay back what we just bought out on. You don't want to be in that situation. So again, take care of your finances, lay it all out, understand, manage your money. And yeah, so this again is the Kenyon Seller Show every Tuesday, weekly at 6:30 Eastern Standard Time, Facebook and YouTube live. Instagram, y'all are going to get one more of these. And again, if y'all haven't already, y'all can check these out on YouTube afterwards. Go to the YouTube channel, Kenyon Sellers. You can also listen to them via podcast form, the Kenyon Sellers podcast. So again, multiple ways for you guys to digest the information. I got plenty of ideas and information and content, if you want to call it, to help you guys better your finances and help you win at the game of wealth. And as always, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, anything you want to learn, drop them in a DM, send me an email, whatever. Just let me know. I'm open. Y'all know me. I'm here to help you. And again, yes, enjoy. Peace.